Caitlin, and welcome back to my channel.
Hi. I don't even know what to say.
So today I have with me my little unicorn is here. So this is my little unicorn. This is Evie, and she is going to be on my channel today. Welcome.
Hi.
So when we were talking about collabing on my channel together, we were trying to think of what we wanted to do, and one thing she suggested was recreating one of my looks.
You have a lot of good looks.
So after really thinking and contemplating about it, we came to the conclusion that we want to recreate my June Pride Month makeup tutorial. So that is what we are going to be doing today, guys. We are going to be using pretty much every single product that I used in that video, besides the shaded foundation.
I'm very pale. I'm very pale.
You are. I mean, I'm pale too, but I use much darker foundation to make myself look bronze.
I'm tan.
But, oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to be pretty much using all the products that I used in that video, besides a few, the lashes, the shaded foundation. We'll see what else is different. So that is what we are going to be doing today, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Hit that post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. So without further ado, let's get started.
How dare you? I was perfect.
Alright, so I have already cut out the e.l.f. Line and Defy eye tapes for little Evie's eyes, so we're going to go ahead and put these on.
I'm not that
You're not that little.
I'm 12.
You're 12. That is crazy. So as usual, I'm going to be taking my NYX Eyeshadow Base, and we're going to apply this from eyelid to brow bone. So we have primed her eyes, and we're not going to set that base because we want the pigments to pop in our eyeshadows. So for her eyes, we're going to be using the Makeup Revolution Tammi X Tropical Carnival Shadow Palette. So for a majority of the blending, we're going to be using this Luxie 243 Precision Blending Brush. I got this in a Ipsy box a while back. So the first color we're going to be going in with is the yellow color in the palette. I used to have the names of the shadows, but I actually accidentally threw out the plastic it came with, so it's just the yellow color in the palette. We're going to be dipping into that, and that is going to go on the inner 1/3 of her eye. And what you want to do is, I like to stamp the color on so there is more pigment. So Evie's eyes are definitely more hooded than mine are, so what I'm going to do for her, put your head up a little bit please. What I'm going to do for her is I'm actually going to go a little bit above her crease so you can actually see more of the color than you would if you were just following her natural crease.
Is your husband ever going to be on your channel?
He's actually asked to be on my channel, but I just don't know. I know my mom finally has agreed to be on my channel, but I don't know. Now that I've done a video with you, I'm going to have to start including more people. Alright, so there is the yellow all put on. So now we are going to go into the matte green color in the palette with that same brush, and same thing, we are going to stamp it a little bit into the yellow, going out to the middle of her eye.
What music are you going to put over it?
I don't know, copyright free.
Because YouTube is harsh.
YouTube is harsh.
YouTube is harsh nowadays.
It is harsh nowadays. Like on my monthly favorites, I love doing the music, but I've heard the copyright claims are ridiculous, and then if you get 3, I think if you get up to 3, they cancel your channel.
Oh my
They delete it.
You've been canceled.
Right. So
That's sad.
I don't want to get deleted because I kind of like my channel. But I did include a music favorite in my June hits and misses. Shameless plug if you haven't seen that yet. Go check it out.
So shameless.
So shameless. Alright, so there is the green, and right now it is looking harsh, but we are going to blend at the end like we usually do. So next color I'm going to go in with is the matte blue at the bottom. Still working with that same brush. I love this brush. I feel like it gets right in the crease and in the inner corner. Alright, next color I'm going to be going into is the matte purple, and that is going to go on her outer V to really smoke it up. It's something I've learned that I forget to do while filming is actually talking. And I actually had to redo my very first video.
You did?
Because halfway through I just stopped talking.
Oh my gosh.
So I did my full face, and I was like, wait, I need to talk.
See, that's the thing is I can talk like normally, but like if you think about it, it's like it's going up on a social media platform.
Right.
And it's like, oh, well, it's weird because you don't know who you're talking to. You're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun to do it because, like, I don't know.
Would you ever start your own channel?
If my parents would let me, but I'm just worried because, like, if I get super popular, which might not happen, but if I do, it could be a problem because, like, privacy, you don't get a lot of that.
Right.
Unless you don't let people take away your privacy. So, I mean, I would start my own channel because I feel like I could be a vlogger because a lot of stuff happens in my life.
What would you vlog?
Basically, because I have this whole, like, medical problem, I do a lot of how I get my treatments and, like, some, like, just, because, I mean, normal stuff that people do, like, vacation, because we go on vacation a lot. We go do a lot of stuff. And sometimes it's just simple days, like going to swim with people. That's something I vlog, probably. But I also want to, like, a professional camera. And I'd rather do that because if I had like a professional camera, I'd take pictures because I want to be a photographer so badly. It'd be so much fun.
See, I'm one of those people that I could never decide what I wanted to be growing up. Because I was like, I could be a baker. I wanted to be a singer, but I'm like, you can't really make a career out of that unless you're like Beyonce and crazy good. So I was
you
like,
have to be Beyonce.
I'm one of those people that
be a
want,
singer.
Right. I'm one of those people that want to be so many things. I want to be a baker. I want to have my own business. I could be I'm a makeup artist. I could be a photographer. I love photography.
There is just a lot of artsy-fartsy stuff around us where we live, and I would feel like it'd be amazing. And if you look at my Instagram, I'm not gonna plug because like that's so bad.
I'm gonna plug her Instagram.
That's fine, I don't care. But like, hey, if you look at all my pictures, I have decent pictures.
You do.
Because my pets. That's another thing is I love animals, and I feel like that's what I do a lot of is take pictures of animals. And like simple things like flowers or.
You're pretty much like the aesthetic photographer. Like you don't really do, you do people.
I do people, but the people have to be like doing something artsy fartsy, you know?
Artsy fartsy, I love that word.
Artsy fartsy, it's so weird.
Okay, so I've forgotten to talk. So basically what I've done so far is I've put the purple on her outer V and I've blended the colors together so they are not so choppy. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean blending brush and further blend out her edges so they smoke up.
Smoke up.
Alright, so we're going to start some work on her lid. So the first color I'm going to take is the lime green shimmer in the palette. I'm going to use this Morphe M167. It's a flat brush that came with their Artistry Pride collection.
I want brushes like that.
I love the Morphe brushes.
I need new brushes. My brushes are literally falling apart. Like the brush part of it, like this, would come off with a stick. So then I'd have to either hold it or try and like hot glue it back and use it. It's so bad. I need new brushes
all the time. Next color I'm going to go into is the metallic dark blue in the upper right corner. I'm going to be using that same brush and this is going to go on her outer. Oh my god. Okay. If you can hear my dryer right now, I deeply apologize. My laundry room is right next door to my beauty room.
That was not a good idea.
It really wasn't. So I'm going to take this dark blue color and this is going to go on the outer part of her lid, mixing in a little bit with that green and transitioning into the purple. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to blend everything a little more together. So I cleaned off that Luxie Beauty brush using my Equate Spray Brush Cleaner. Talked about it a million times. It's at Walmart. Go get it. It is so loud. Alright, so her eyes are done for now. So my favorite part. Are you ready for this? Have you seen this?
I've seen you do it. You're like, oh my god, that's my favorite part.
Watch. Oh!
Ah!
Is that not amazing? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to her face. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime. And she's at the age right now where she doesn't have pores or wrinkles or worries.
I have freckles though.
Shut up. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is the Wet n Wild Rose 3-in-1 Primer Water. We're just going to spray this on your face.
It smells good. It smells like candy.
It smells like candy?
It smells like candy.
I love the coconut one. I hate the cucumber. I think it smells like
Yeah, you said that in one of your videos.
Do you want to smell it?
Can I smell it? I want to smell it. Ew.
It doesn't smell good. It doesn't
good.
smell like cucumber. Alright, the next primer we're going to use is the e.l.f. Moisture Lock Primer. This will just keep your skin nice and moisturized.
Moist.
Alright, so for foundation, we're going to be using the Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. She brought her shade because she's obviously much lighter than I am.
I'm pale.
So she is in the shade 110 Porcelain. So I'm going to be applying this using a Japanesque beauty sponge.
Japanese?
Have you ever went to Marshall's for like makeup tools and stuff?
No.
Marshall's is a hidden gem. I got this from Marshall's for $2.
I didn't even know they had these at Marshalls.
Yes, they have so many. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. Y'all know this is my favorite concealer. I've actually stopped putting foundation under my eyes because I feel like that along with concealer makes it way too cakey. So I do solely concealer.
Dead. I look dead.
You're not going to look dead in a minute. It's so weird doing concealer on you because now that, you know, I'm older.
Oh, you're older.
I'm
so
older.
You have bigger...
So it's like I have bigger everything. So it's like I put concealer like in my smile lines to fill them, but you don't have that problem. So we'll just...
I'm young. I'm a youngin'.
Good for you. Your foundation is definitely a closer color to your skin than mine ever is. Like I literally blend
I'm not James
down.
Charles. I can find a concealer that's one.
Congratulations. Alright, for powder we're going to be using my favorite because I went and bought some more. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder in the shade Transparent. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sponge and I dip into my powder, and this is how I set my face. I don't use a brush.
That's how you set it?
Yes! I don't really use a brush to set my face just because I feel like with this, it goes into the skin more and doesn't sit really on top of it. So I like to do my eyes and my nose first.
It smells.
Those are my problem areas. You probably don't have any, which is great. Alright, next we're going to be doing bronzing. I'm going to take this little trio. For example, I got this at Marshall's. I can't remember what brand this is, but it's pretty good. It's a nice buildable bronzer. And what I like to do is I'm going to take this on my usual True Beauty bronzing brush.
Bronzing.
I'm going to take this on my usual True Beauty bronzing brush, and I'm just going to swirl around. And we are going to do some bronzing. So as you're getting older, obviously you're starting to wear makeup. So what do you wear on a typical day? Like when you go sit down to do your makeup, what do you wear?
I obviously do the foundation that I have. I don't do concealer. I have just regular like brushes that are like mermaids brushes.
Mermaids and unicorns.
And I have the James Charles palette. I don't use it all the time because some of the colors. I like to use neutral colors because I don't do like big glam looks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into that loose powder we used to set her face, and I am cutting your cheeks.
Because I don't want to be plump like a dumpling.
Heavy like a Chevy.
No!
Alright, we're going to be moving on to eyebrows, but you don't do your eyebrows, really.
No.
Okay, so we're going to be moving on to eyebrows. We're going to be using my favorite Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and this is in the shade Auburn. It's going to more match her hair. Obviously, she's not blonde like me, or slowly going brown like me. So we are going to start doing her eyebrows. Okay, so we went off camera and did her eyebrows, so now it is lash time, which you've never worn lashes before.
No, never.
Wait, didn't you wear some at my wedding?
No.
No?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I never, ever have worn lashes.
Okay, so we're going to change that today. So first of all, I'm going to wipe away this bake. Alright, so what we're going to do is some lashes. So these are the ones I usually wear. These are the, well, no. So right now they are out of my Salon Perfect lashes. So these are the Ardell 113s that I love, that are pretty much the same as my Salon Perfect ones. But these are obviously too big for eyes. So we are going to be wearing these. These are the Ardell 232s. They are pretty much a smaller version of these. So they'll look good on your eyes.
I've never worn lashes, like ever.
So we're going to pop these lashes on. I'm just going to be using the Duo Lash Glue as usual, and we will be right back. Alright, so now we are going to coat her lashes using the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess Mascara in the shade Very Black, I believe.
Princess? Wow.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and line your waterline using the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Lip Liner. This is actually a lip liner. I've said it before. It's totally safe for your eyes. And this is in the shade Eye Blaze. It's a nice neon pink color, and this is really going to brighten up your eyes.
I've never done this before.
Alright, so you're going to want to look up. Alright, now we are going to really smoke out her lower lash line. So the first color I'm going to go in with is the dark purple that we worked with. I'm going to dip into that using a Japanesque 213 brush. It's just a small flat brush. And we are going to put this on the very outer corner to connect it. Open your eyes. Look up. We're going to put this on the very outer corner and connect it to the top. Alright, next color we're going to go in with is the dark blue in the bottom. I know this is called navy. I do know that shade color. So we're going to dip into that, and that's going to go next to the purple. Alright, next color we're going to take is the blue that's in between that purple and navy color. Alright, and then to finish the colors up, we're going to go in with the green. Alright, we're going to move on to highlighter. So I'm going to be using a highlighter by e.l.f. This is called Blue Lagoon, and it's a blue and like a lilac color. Now, when I used this, I did say before that I wasn't impressed with e.l.f. highlighters, but this one is really, really pretty. I think it gives a funkiness to this look.
Whoa.
Funkiness.
Funky.
Turn your head a little bit that way. Right there. Alright, so we just realized I totally forgot to put on her blush, so I'm going to go into the Profusion Blush 2 palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Lovely. It looks like a really hot pink, but it is completely buildable. I love it, and I'm going to be using this Flower Beauty brush. This is perfect for really wanting to get in exactly where you want. So I'm going to focus this mainly on the backs of her cheeks. I don't really like bringing in blush all the way forward. I feel like it makes your face look fuller.
I put it like right here.
I put it like on the high points of the cheeks because I feel like it like pulls the face up. Alright, we're going to quickly blend that out just a little bit. Going back into highlighter, now that we've done her blush, I'm going to swirl back around in that blue Lagoon. I take both colors. Turn your head that way, please. And we're just going to highlight the high points of her cheeks. I love mixing these two together. I just think it gives it kind of like a fun look to it versus just a standard bright highlighter.
Fun.
I'm going to use a small stippling brush just to blend that out a little bit. Something I like to do is whenever I'm using brushes, I don't really like sweep. I pretty much tap.
I do both because I'm really bad.
Alright, so she already said that she doesn't have enough highlight on her nose, a child after my own heart. So I'm going to go in with my ultimate favorite highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighter. This is amazing. You should feel it. Wait. But it dries like a powder.
I got it all on my finger.
It's so nice. So I'm going to take my brush.
I don't know if they can see or not.
They can see it. It's like...
My finger.
So this color is beautiful. It's just like so... Oh my gosh, it's so good. So I'm going to take my favorite highlighting brush. This is the Morphe M501. Y'all know I love this. And all I do is swirl a little bit into it. A little bit goes a long way, not even kidding. There looks like there's nothing on my brush, but we are going to go down her nose a little bit.
Like, oh my god, there's so much.
There you go.
Oh!
I'm going to do that. And then my personal favorite part is I'm going to take a little bit more. To let her be Rudolph and light the way. Tell me that. Oh, that's so good. I don't care what anyone says. That's so good. So we're going to move on. I'm going to line her lips using this Flower Beauty lip liner. This is the nudist one in my collection. It is in the shade Petal Pout, and it is beautiful. This feels a lot like my favorite Wet n Wild gel ones. So I'm going to quickly line her lips. So this is a really, really nude lipstick. I like to use this as a base, and then I add more color in with other lipsticks, so that's what we're going to do.
I love nudes.
I love nudes.
And pinks.
But this is like nude. So there's your first color. So now to add a little more color into it, we're going to go into this shade by Maybelline. This is the shade 540 Peach Buff. And it's almost the same, but it definitely has more peach tones in it.
I'm hungry, and now I want peaches.
That sounds really good, actually. Alright, so we're going to add this on top, and this is pretty much just going to add more color into your lips. It's not going to dry them out. It's not going to make them look dry.
Oh, that was really loud. That was really loud.
Alright, now for her lip topper. I love using this kind of like as a fake gloss. This is the shade Baddest Beige by Maybelline, and it is beautiful color.
I've never worn like a clear, like
a gloss. I have one. The Essence Shine lip gloss is really, really good. It's nice and soft. That's one of my new ones.
Oh, it looks soft.
It is, and it doesn't have like a tacky feeling. I like this because this mimics a gloss for me, but it's not a gloss, if that makes any kind of sense. So we're going to put this on your lips, and this is going to give them back some shine. Alright, lips are done. Last thing we've got to do is set your face. Close your eyes.
I'm cold.
And that, guys, concludes today's video of turning my little unicorn into me. You look amazing.
Thank you. I look so different.
You look really
I don't
different.
feel normal.
You look really different, but I love how it came out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if this is kind of a series you would want to see of me and my little unicorn doing some makeup. Let me know in the description box down below, and we may take it into consideration. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.